take out your worksheet and just read, give it a read. Just go through it once. Just go through your worksheet once so that when I ask you a question, you people are ready with an answer. Okay? So I want all of you to read the worksheet once. A quick glance. A quick glance at your worksheet. You are not reading? Plateau? First bench, middle row? Why aren't you reading better? I told you I want all of you to give a glance to your worksheet. Just read. Go through it. There are some rules written. I want all of you to read those rules. They're very important for all of you. Extremely, I can still see Plateau, a middle row, first bench, nobody, both the boys are not reading. Plateau, first bench, middle row, you're not reading. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions now. Sit down, sit down, sit down. There's no need to stand. I just want you to read your worksheet. That's it. Go through it. No. So basically, let us begin the class now. Basically, I want to tell you that we are going to start with tenses today. I'm sure you have been doing tenses since the last 2-3 years. In what grade? Probably in third grade you started with simple tenses. Yes? So first and foremost, I want a couple of answers. First is like if you all agree with it, you will raise your hand. And if you don't agree, just sit. Okay? So whatever question I ask, first thing, do you know all the verb forms? Because for tenses, we should know the verb forms. Do you all know the verb forms? Okay. What is a verb form? Everybody, have you heard about the verb form? Verb forms? Like first, if I give you present, eat. Then second verb form is past ate. And third verb form is past participle eaten. Do you know verb forms like this? Eat, ate, eaten. Then we have eating and then we have eats. Okay, so this like this we have verb form for everything. Okay, so I'll send a list of verb forms to you, like the most common ones. You can just go through them once. Okay, so that is much required if you are going to learn about the tenses. That is much required. Okay, now if you see this worksheet, if you see this worksheet, you will come across past tense. Now see, there are 4 types of past tenses. And sometimes we get confused. We are like, यहाँ पर हम क्या लिखें? What should I write? What kind of verb? So basically, this is to give you an insight into what you're supposed to do about it. Okay? And it will make things very easy for all of you. Much easier. Okay? Let us start with this. Okay. Now, if we have simple past, everyone pay attention. If we have something which is simple, very simple past, it will describe completed actions in the past. Something which is already done in the past. I ate dinner. Okay? Done, finished. Something that has already happened. Okay? Very simple and simple language. So this is simple past. The action was done in the past, finished. Okay? If we have continuous, as a word, you know, continuous means chal raha hai. It's still going on. Okay, so if we have continuous, it will describe ongoing actions in the past. So something that was happening in the past, but at the same time, it was continuously happening in the past. Okay, like I was reading. So you didn't say I read the book. Okay, I was reading. It was happening continuously, but not now. Was, agar was aa gaya, we know it happened in the past. I hope you people are understanding what I'm trying to tell. If you are understanding, raise your hand. Very good. What happened to this class SO? What is this class SO? So critics, I can see nobody has, like very few children have responded. The boy sitting in the middle row, first bench, are you okay with it? Are you understanding what I'm trying to tell you? Yes? Then please raise your hand. And if you are not understanding, I must know that. You should tell me because I will make things easier for you by making you understand things. Okay? So I want each one of you, even if you have to ask me 100 times, I don't mind repeating myself. But your understanding should be clear. Okay? So basically this. Now the third one. Okay? Past perfect. So it describes completed actions before another past action. Okay, that means two actions were happening, two things happened in the past, but one was completed. Like I ate dinner and then I went for a walk. Okay, two actions. One finished and then you did the other action. I ate dinner and went for a walk. So you ate dinner, one action, went for a walk, second action. One action was completed. Okay, that is when you do past perfect. Okay, then past perfect continuous describes ongoing action leading up to another past action. So something that was happening in the past and then it led to another action. So when we have these examples with us, things will become much more clearer. Could you please go through all these four? Just go through all these four. एक बार read करो सब. Read it so that they become much easier for you to understand. Read. Give it one reading, then second reading, and then third reading. I want each one of you to read it 3 times. Have you all read? Have you read this? Okay. Now look into your worksheet. Look into your worksheet. The first sentence. I finished my work yesterday. What do you think? Out of these 4, what is this? Describes completed action in the past. एक चीज थी खत्म हो गई in the past. Yesterday. Yesterday. I finished my work yesterday. So what is it? Who will answer this? Very good. Tolstoy. I can see many hands raised. The boy in white t-shirt in the last row. The road towards the wall. On my left, your right. Could you come? Yes. You're looking back. Come forward and answer. Simple past. Yes, it is simple past. How many of you have not understood this? That why it is simple past? Raise your hand. Not understood. Everybody has understood? Because we say simple past describes completed actions in the past. So what was the action? She finished her work and happened yesterday. Okay? So simple past. Everybody understood? Next. They had already left when I arrived. They had. Now see, if you have had, you know it is past perfect. Because past perfect, any perfect tense, past, present, future, will have had and have. Okay? So if it is past, it will have had. If it is future, it will have have. Okay? So now past perfect. So this is they had already left when I arrived. Now is it going to be past perfect or past perfect continuous? Which one will it be? Who will answer this?
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
Am I audible?
yes, yes.
If students are not provided with worksheets, can you display the soft copy of this?
Ma'am, I'm unable to understand. Could you repeat?
When students are not provided with the worksheets which you are at present discussing in the class, can you or display the soft copy of this?
Okay. Now you can write down. You can write down the sentences. Those who do not have the worksheets. If you do not have the worksheets, you can write down these sentences. Okay. Now the first one is I finished work yesterday. So we know that I work yesterday is past perfect. Okay. Okay, everyone. And why it is past? This is first is simple past because in simple past there is one action. And what is the action here? That you finished your work. This was the action. And it happened when? Yesterday, in the past. So it is simple past. This is simple past. Okay. Now, every time you have, if you think like this, when you look at a sentence, it will become much easier for you. Now, they had already left when I arrived. Now, if you have had here, it is perfect tense. This is perfect. Only in perfect tenses you have had. Okay? You always write a perfect tense with had. So they had already left. Now there are going to be two. Look at the past perfect. It describes completed actions before another past action. So there will be two actions. One will be completed. So already left. So this is completed when I arrived. Two actions. They had left when I arrived. Two actions. One is already completed. That means they had already left. So this is, and because of had, you know this is already past perfect. So this is past perfect. Every time you see a had, you know it is a perfect tense. Okay, it is a past perfect tense. Now, she danced at the party yesterday. Who will come and tell me about this? Who will tell me? Very good, Russell. Middle row, first boy, do come out. Yes.
Simple past.
Very good. Excellent. There was one action which was completed in the past. Okay. She danced at the party yesterday. Khatam. Finished. One action done in the past. So this is simple past. Okay. Now, You have to see this again. How many actions are here? How many things happen? How many actions? Now see, another thing is if it is had been and working, like ing, then it is continuous tense. Because it has a had here, it is perfect, it is continuous. This is perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous. So this is past perfect continuous tense because had is there and continuous tense is there, and two things have happened. Okay, one is that he had been working, one action, and what was the second action? He took a break. So it was, but the thing was, it was in continuity. So it is going to be past perfect continuous. Past okay. Why do I have a feeling that many of you are still confused? If you are, raise your hand because I want to clear this thing today. Are you confused? Do you need another? Everybody, is it clear? Absolutely. To everyone? Perfect. If it is clear, raise your hand. All those children who think that they are absolutely clear about this, you have to raise your hand. Thank you. Very nice. I'm happy that most of you are getting it. Now, let us come to this. She was studying when I called her. Again, two actions. Okay. So, what is it going to be? Yes, I can see the same children raising their hand. Yes. Karl Marx, middle row. The boy, I think, was sitting on the third bench. Come, come forward. Yes. She was studying while when I called her. Two actions, two actions in the past. She was studying when I called her. What do you think it should be?
Yeah.
Yes, please go ahead.
Past continuous.
Very good. Past continuous. Okay. So it has to be she was studying. She was at that point of time when I called. Two actions, one that she was studying, and the other one was that there was a call. Okay. And but this isn't continuous. So past continuous. Okay. Next one. He was always talking loudly during meetings. He was always talking loudly during meetings. Okay, who wants to answer? Same children. Okay, someone from Tolstoy. Yes. Middle row, first bench.
Past continuous.
Could you repeat, beta?
Past continuous.
Yes, past continuous. Okay, past. Okay, one more thing I would like to add, like it is continuous and not continuous. Okay, we don't say continuous, we say continuous. Okay, so please work on your pronunciation also side by side. So past continuous. Very good, very good. I'm very happy that you are able to identify. Okay, next. He was tired because he had been working all day. So one thing happened because of other. I can see nobody has raised hands from Militus. Anyone from Militus classroom? Okay, Russell, I can see a lot of hands raised. Okay, towards the wall, towards the wall. My right, your left. I can see those boys. Yes, there is a boy who's standing and raising his hand to come. Okay, next one. I was tired because he had been working. He was tired because he had been working all day.
Past perfect continuous.
Very good. Had been is past. Working is past continuous. Okay. Was is the indication that it is a past. Okay. So past continuous. Very good. Excellent. By the time we got to the station, the train had already left. Again, two actions. One was they reached the station. Second action was the train had already left. So whenever you see had, what is it is going to be? Past perfect or past continuous. And you know how to identify that. Yes. Socrates, first bench, middle row.
Past perfect tense.
Past, because there is nothing continuation में कोई ऐसे working, talking ऐसे कुछ नहीं है. So this is past. By the time we got to the station, the train had already left. So two action happened. One, they reached the station, the train had already left. Okay. Had आएगा तो perfect answer. Okay. So it is past perfect. Past is perfect. Yes. So we have all these sentences. You go through the sentences one more time on your own. And then in your mind, you have to think why this is a simple past. Why this is perfect.
Your second part perfect.
Yes.
Sentences are past perfect continuous. You have the past for last second. Last second.
What are you saying?
Past last second sentence you then past continuous, but the answer is a past perfect continuous.
Whenever it is past continuous, it has been like this is going to be like this. Working, okay, talking, something like that. Then it is going to be past. Okay.
Last second. Working last second.
So
Last second.
if you are talking, okay, bache, last one. Yeah, by the time we got to the station, the train had already left. Now we come to the next one.
Last second. Ma'am, last second. Last second. Ma'am, last second sentence.
Yeah, so this is
Continuous. Past perfect continuous.
yes, past perfect continuous. Sorry, past perfect continuous. Yes, thank you for reminding me. I forgot to write. Yes, because and this add, so it is past perfect continuous. Yes. Okay, let's move to the next one now. Okay, now here you have, today we are not doing present tense. You have the same four tenses in present tense. You have the same four tenses in future tense. So altogether, only thing is that something is happening in the past, something is happening in the present, and something is happening in the future. So same four. So simple is used for an action that will occur, that is going to happen in the future. Okay. So something that will happen, like simple past, the action has already happened in the future, in the past, and future is the action will happen in the future. Something very simple, one single thing that will, I will eat. Okay, I will eat lunch or something like that. Future continuous is used to talk about something happening at a certain point in future, something that will happen. Okay, when you think that you are going, I'm going to do this, I'm going or I will be doing this, like something which you think is going to happen. Then perfect is used to describe an action that will have been completed at some point in the future. That means something you probably started now, or something like, I will have completed my graduation in the year 2013. Okay, something like that. I have been working in a MNC, or I would have been become a doctor. I would, so something like that. Some action that you are going to complete in the future. Future perfect continuous is like the future perfect tense. Okay? But it expresses longer actions or tells about the action being extended up to some specific event or time in the future. So it will tell you till 2000, it will tell you till when. Something which is happening, continuously happening, and when you will finish it in the future. Okay, so it will tell you the time, exact date, something like that. The year, the time, the date, or something. So this is by this time I'll be done with my school. By the year 2000, this I'll be done with my school, something like that. Okay. So now here you have a few this thing. Now today we are going to do something very simple, very simple. Next time we will work on all the four together. So I want you to understand about will and be going to. Okay, be going to will change its form. You know how the verb be changes. How the verb be changes its form? आपको पता है be से क्या क्या बन जाता है? Am बन जाता है, like so many things. I am, like So be form changes into different verb forms. So have you got any plans for tomorrow? Now you have to either choose will or be going. Yes. What will you write here? Do you have any plans for tomorrow? Who will come and answer this? Out of these two, either it will be will or it will be the any form of be going to. Yes. Russell House, middle row, third bench. Come out.
Will.
The first one. What you will take, will or be going?
Will.
I will go. I will visit my friend in Delhi. Yes, I will. Now see, there is like something which you have already planned. Okay, so you use will when you have you make a decision right now. Okay, I will do this. Something which you have already planned, उसके लिए आपको will be going. Okay, so it will be अगर तुमने already plan किया हुआ है, so yes, I am going to visit my friend in Delhi. Okay, so you are going to visit your friend in Delhi because you have already planned. If you are already planned, it is going. You write going to. If you make a decision on the spot, or you take an action on the spot, then it is going to be will. Now let us see. Why is she learning Spanish? अब ये प्लान बना होगा. This plan is already made. So when plan is already made, it is going to be going. So she is going to travel to Spain. Okay. Now see, most of the time you can interchange also. It is not a big deal, but still there is like some sentences will not sound very right. Okay. So basically, she is going to travel to Spain. That is why she's learning Spanish. Now something. We are thirsty. Wait here. अभी decide क्या? On the spot, you make a decision. So यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? What will come here? What will come here? क्या आएगा यहाँ पे? अभी अभी आपने डिसाइड किया. So it will be yes, Russell House, last bench. Towards the, I can see the girl sitting on the last bench. Yes. When you decide something, you offer something, or you make a prediction right on the spot, it is always will. When something is planned, it is always going to. Okay? Yes, we are thirsty. Wait here, I will get some water. Will. Okay? Because he decided to go and get some water. The decision was made there. अगर आप मुझे बहुत प्यास लगी है and you say, okay, मैं पानी ले आ रहा हूँ आपके लिए, I'll just go and get water. So that means you have decided. Then it will be will. Just keep this thing in mind. Meat or fish. Somebody is asking you, what do you want to eat? Meat or fish? You have to decide on the spot. What will you write here? Yes. Again, Russell House. I can see a boy raising two hands. Come forward. Yes. Yes. Yes, you come. The one who's sitting by the wall on this side. When you made a decision right on the spot. I will. Very good. I will have some fish, please. अगर आप घर से decide करके जा रहे हो, like you're going to a restaurant, but at home you said, today I'm going to have fish. I am going to, because it's already planned. But when you reached a hotel or you reached a restaurant and you were questioned, what will you like to eat? So you will decide there and then it will be will. This is the major difference between going to and will. Going to is whenever you have planned something ahead, and will is on the spot. It can be an offer. Okay? It can be an offer. It can be a prediction. It can be any kind of thing. It can be any kind of decision. Okay. Instant decision. Instant. Next is, what do you want the keys for? Something like, asking, what do you want the keys for? I can see from Socrates' house, a boy in green t-shirt. Could you come out? Yes.
Well,
already decided. वो उसको पूछा, why you want the keys? What do you want the keys for? And person has already decided that he wants to lock the door. So I am going to lock the door, because that was, he had already decided. This decision was not taken on the spot. Okay, it was, he had in his mind, he had already made this decision. So let's now kind of exit this. You have your science class now, and you have a few left, which I'm sure you will be able to do it by yourself. Okay,
you will get the assignments,
yes. And you will
Monday.
get the worksheets on Monday. Complete them, and then we can discuss them. Okay. So I hope you all learned a lot, and things became much more clearer and easier for you. So if yes, raise your hand, all of you. If you feel that it was a very helpful class. So, no, it wasn't? Okay. Thank you very much. I hand over the class to now Mrs. Talia. She can take your science class.
Thank you, Beta. Thank you.
Thank you.
And just within 2 minutes. Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible? Can you hear me? Raise your hands if you can hear me. Okay. Okay, hands down. I can see you can hear me. Please be seated. We'll start with the topic. Do you know which topic we are going to do today? Please, everybody be seated and pay attention. We'll start the topic now. Okay. So our topic for today is coal and petroleum. Have you heard about it? What is coal and what is petroleum? सुना है आपने? Raise your hands if you have heard about it. Put down your hands if you have not heard about it. Okay. Put down if you have not heard. That means you've heard. If you've heard, you should raise your hands. Coal and petroleum. Who knows about it? Okay, chill. So this is a fuel which we use in our cars. What? Petrol. कभी जाते हो petrol pump पे parents के साथ? Raise your hands if you've gone to petrol pump with your parents in your car and get the fuel filled in your car. This fuel is petroleum, petrol, diesel, which is used to run the engine of the car. जिससे हमारी कार चलती है. I'm still waiting for some of you to get settled soon. Open your copies, pay attention, look at the board, the smart board. Okay, beta. See, the raw petroleum which we get, that has to be purified because we cannot directly shift it to the petrol pump and put it into the car fuel tank, right? That has to be purified. And the process of purification of this fuel is distillation or fractional distillation, right? You can see a picture of a process on the board. Can you tell me which process is this? Who knows which process is this? What is happening here? Who knows it? Which process is depicted in this picture? Raise your hands who knows it. At least the name of the process. I'll tell you what is going on here. But the name of the process. Do you know it? Some of you. Okay. This process is called distillation. We call it distillation. Distillation process where what you do is you separate two liquids. Separate two liquids. क्यों करना है हमने separate in liquids को? Because हमको pure liquid चाहिए. लेकिन ये दो liquids को separate करना है तो इन दोनों liquids का जो boiling point है वो different होना चाहिए. Do you understand what is boiling point? पानी boil किया है कभी? किस किसने घर में पानी boil किया है? Raise your hands. Okay. काफी बच्चों ने पानी boil किया है. What is boiling point of water? 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस. बॉइलिंग पॉइंट ऑफ वाटर इज 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस. तो वैसे ही जैसे वाटर का बॉइलिंग पॉइंट 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस है, बाकी लिक्विड्स का भी सबका अपना अपना बॉइलिंग पॉइंट होता है. किसी का कम होता है, किसी का ज्यादा होता है. तो अगर हमें दो लिक्विड्स का बॉइलिंग पॉइंट पता है तो हम उनको सेपरेट कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. चलो हमारे पास दो लिक्विड्स हैं, एक लिक्विड का बॉइलिंग पॉइंट है 50 डिग्री सेल्सियस और दूसरे लिक्विड का बॉइलिंग पॉइंट है 70 डिग्री सेल्सियस, और हम इन दोनों लिक्विड्स को सेपरेट करना चाहते हैं। तो हम क्या करेंगे, हम इसे डालेंगे एक फ्लास्क में जिसको हम बोलते हैं डिस्टिलेशन फ्लास्क। ठीक है, इस डिस्टिलेशन फ्लास्क में दोनों लिक्विड्स हमने पुट कर दिए, जिसमें से एक लिक्विड का बॉइलिंग पॉइंट है 50 डिग्री सेल्सियस एंड दूसरे लिक्विड का बॉइलिंग पॉइंट है 70 डिग्री सेल्सियस। अब इस फ्लास्क को हमने एक ट्राइपॉड स्टैंड पे रख के इसको हीट किया। ठीक है, बर्नर यूज करके इसको हीट किया ताकि ये लिक्विड बॉइल हो सके। ठीक है, तो कौन सा लिक्विड जल्दी बॉइल करेगा, जिस लिक्विड का बॉइलिंग पॉइंट कम है, दैट विल बॉइल फर्स्ट, दैट विल मेक वेपर्स फर्स्ट। लेकिन हमें कैसे पता चलेगा कि बॉइलिंग पॉइंट रीच हो गया है? फॉर दैट वी पुट दिस थर्मोमीटर इनसाइड। इस थर्मोमीटर पे जब आपका 50 डिग्री सेल्सियस रीच हो जाएगा, that means this liquid is getting boiled. इसके वेपर्स फॉर्म होंगे। इन वेपर्स को हम कलेक्ट करते हैं, ऐसे एक ट्यूब से पास करते हैं। जो 50 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे वेपर्स बन रहे हैं, तो जब इसका टेम्परेचर रीच हो जाएगा, उन वेपर्स को कलेक्ट करके हम इस ट्यूब से पास करेंगे और इसको कोल्ड वाटर यहाँ पास करके ये जो वेपर्स हैं इनको कूल डाउन करके कलेक्ट कर लेंगे। राइट, आई रिपीट, हमने क्या किया? We took a distillation flask, we put the two liquids in it. The boiling point of one liquid is 50 degrees Celsius and the boiling point of another liquid is 70 degrees Celsius. Right? We boiled the liquids and we used a thermometer. So when the temperature reached 50 degrees Celsius, that means this liquid is converting into vapors at 50 degrees Celsius, because उसका boiling point 50 degrees है, तो जब 50 degrees temperature यहाँ reach कर जाएगा, तो ये liquid vapors में convert हो जाएगा, right? और जब ये vapor में convert हो रहा है, हमें इसे condense करना पड़ेगा. We have to cool down the vapors using cold water. So in vapors को हम यहाँ cold water use करके condense करके कलेक्ट कर लेंगे. ये कौन सा लिक्विड है? इसका टेम्परेचर 50 डिग्रीज था. Then we remove this beaker and we boil this liquid again, and as soon as the boiling point or the temperature reaches 70 degrees Celsius here, this liquid starts to boil, right? थर्मामीटर में जब 70 डिग्रीज टेम्परेचर रीच कर जाएगा, that means अब जो वेपर्स बन रहे हैं वो सेकेंड लिक्विड के बन रहे हैं. तो सेकेंड लिक्विड के वेपर बनेंगे, उनको हम फिर से कंडेंस करेंगे यूजिंग कोल्ड वाटर और एक दूसरे बीकर को यूज करके उनके वेपर्स कलेक्ट कर लेंगे. राइट, यहाँ पर लिक्विड, वो लिक्विड कलेक्ट हो जाएगा जिसका बॉइलिंग पॉइंट 70 डिग्रीज है. जो ध्यान से नहीं सुन रहे थे, आई एम रिपीटिंग अगेन, प्लीज पे अटेंशन, नहीं तो फिर नहीं समझ आएगा. द प्रोसेस इज डिस्टिलेशन. ठीक है, दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड डिस्टिलेशन, जिसमें वी आर सेपरेटिंग टू लिक्विड्स. राइट, दोनों लिक्विड्स का जो बॉइलिंग पॉइंट है वो डिफरेंट होना चाहिए. एटलीस्ट 20 to 30 डिग्रीज का डिफरेंस दोनों लिक्विड्स के बॉइलिंग पॉइंट पे होना चाहिए. तो हम उसको सेपरेट करना चाहते हैं. जैसे हम कोई गाड़ी हमारा डीजल यूज करती है, कोई पेट्रोल यूज करती है, लेकिन ये है तो पेट्रोलियम की ही फ्रैक्शंस. राइट, पेट्रोलियम से ही ऑब्टेन होती है, लेकिन सबका बॉइलिंग पॉइंट डिफरेंट है, तो हम उनको अलग अलग चीज बना दिया है. तो अगर मान लो मेरे पास पेट्रोल और डीजल दोनों मिक्स हो गया, दोनों का बॉइलिंग पॉइंट डिफरेंट है, तो हम उसको सेपरेट कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, लेकिन उनमें बहुत कम डिफरेंस होता है, तो उसके लिए फ्रैक्शनल डिस्टिलेशन यूज होती है. ये सिंपल डिस्टिलेशन है जिसमें बॉइलिंग पॉइंट का डिफरेंस ज्यादा होता है. तो अगर आपके पास दो लिक्विड्स हैं जिसमें बॉइलिंग पॉइंट का डिफरेंस काफी ज्यादा है, आप उसको डिस्टिलेशन फ्लास्क में पुट करो, हीट करो, एक लिक्विड्स वेपर बना लेगा जब उसका बॉइलिंग पॉइंट रीच होगा। जैसे एक का 50 डिग्री सेल्सियस था, तो 50 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे ये लिक्विड वेपर्स बनाएगा, उसको वेपर्स को कंडेंस करेंगे और ऑब्टेन कर लेंगे, राइट। एक लिक्विड सेपरेट हो जाएगा, फिर सेकेंड लिक्विड जब वेपर बनाएगा उसको ठंडा करके उसको दूसरे बीकर में ऑब्टेन कर लेंगे। तो इस तरीके से हमारे पास दोनों लिक्विड्स सेपरेट हो जाते हैं बाय सिंपल डिस्टिलेशन। सो यू कैन से राइट डाउन, प्लीज राइट डाउन सिंपल डिस्टिलेशन, because simple distillation is used to simple distillation is used to separate two liquids with different boiling points. Some of you are not writing. Can't you hear me? Why aren't you writing? Do you have copies and pen with you? Yes, then please write. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Write it down. So write simple distillation is the process of separating two liquids which have at least 20 degrees difference in their boiling points. Like I gave you example, one liquid was having 50 degrees Celsius temperature and another was having 70 degrees Celsius temperature. And we put the thermometer to know when the temperature has reached, and we condensed the vapors obtained by the liquids. But when do we use fractional distillation? Fractional distillation. Write down, this fractional distillation is used when the difference in the boiling points of two liquids is between 5 to 20 degrees Celsius. When the difference is less, we need to use fractional distillation, which employs the use of fractionating column, right? Okay, so what is fractionating column which is used? Fractionating column. See, जब आप कोई फ्लास्क लोगे जिसके अंदर जो लिक्विड्स हैं उनका बॉइलिंग पॉइंट में बहुत कम डिफरेंस है, तो क्या होगा, दोनों लिक्विड्स साथ में वेपर्स बनाने लग जाते हैं, ठीक है, मान लो एक लिक्विड का बॉइलिंग पॉइंट 50 डिग्री सेल्सियस है और दूसरे लिक्विड का 55 डिग्री सेल्सियस है। ठीक है, तो इन दोनों का बॉइलिंग पॉइंट क्योंकि बहुत क्लोज है, तो जब आप इसको हीट करोगे तो ये 50 डिग्री सेल्सियस वाला भी वेपर बनाने लग जाएगा और 55 डिग्री सेल्सियस वाला भी वेपर बनाने लग जाएगा। लेकिन आप तो ये प्रोसेस सेपरेशन के लिए या प्योरिफिकेशन के लिए कर रहे हो। अगर दोनों लिक्विड्स वेपर बनाने लग गए तो फिर जब आप इनको कंडेंस करोगे तो आपको दोनों लिक्विड्स मिलेंगे। मान लो ए एंड बी हमारे पास दोनों लिक्विड्स हैं तो वो दोनों इकट्ठे मिलेंगे, लेकिन हमें इकट्ठे नहीं चाहिए, हमें इनको सेपरेट करना है, राइट। तो इनकी सेपरेशन के लिए हमें इसमें फ्रैक्शनेटिंग कॉलम यूज करना पड़ता है। फ्रैक्शनेटिंग कॉलम, क्या पर्पस है इस फ्रैक्शनेटिंग कॉलम का, ध्यान से सुनना। ये फ्रैक्शनेटिंग कॉलम जो है वो जो लिक्विड है ना जिसका 50 डिग्री सेल्सियस टेम्परेचर है वो तो निकलेगा ही क्योंकि टेम्परेचर रीच हो गया है, लेकिन 55 वाला भी कोशिश करता है कि मैं भी साथ में एस्केप कर जाऊं। लेकिन अभी इसका अगर 55 डिग्री सेल्सियस इसका बॉइलिंग पॉइंट है, दैट मींस इट नीड्स मोर हीट, मोर एनर्जी, लेकिन उतनी अभी इसको मिली नहीं है। दैट मींस इसके पास इतनी एनर्जी नहीं होती है कि वो यहां से निकल सके। ठीक है, इसके पास इतनी एनर्जी नहीं है कि वो यहां से निकल सके। तो आप क्या करते हो, इसको नीचे हटाने के लिए ताकि ये ना निकल सके हम फ्रैक्शनेटिंग कॉलम यूज करते हैं। आपका जो फ्रैक्शनेटिंग कॉलम है कुछ इस तरीके से दिखता है, उसमें हर्डल्स होते हैं। ठीक है, आपके फ्रैक्शनेटिंग कॉलम में हर्डल्स होते हैं। तो क्या होगा, सपोज एक लिक्विड है, अगर वो जा रहा है यहाँ से 50 डिग्री वाला, तो वो पूरा यहाँ से हर्डल्स क्रॉस करके पूरा निकल जाएगा। ये 50 डिग्री सेल्सियस वाला लिक्विड का वेपर है जिसके पास इनफ एनर्जी है इन हर्डल्स को क्रॉस करके निकलने की। बट जो 55 डिग्री सेल्सियस वाला लिक्विड है, जब वो यहां से निकलने की कोशिश करेगा तो टकराएगा, गिर जाएगा, फिर ऊपर चढ़ने की कोशिश करेगा, टकराएगा, गिर जाएगा। तो क्योंकि 55 डिग्री सेल्सियस वाले लिक्विड के पास इनफ एनर्जी नहीं है, तो ये जो हर्डल्स हैं वो उसको नीचे गिर देती है, राइट। दैट मीन्स इन हर्डल्स का होना जरूरी है, तभी 50 वाला निकल पाएगा और 55 डिग्री सेल्सियस वाला जो लिक्विड है उसके वेपर्स ऊपर तक नहीं पहुंच पाएंगे। तो ये काम होता है फ्रैक्शनेटिंग कॉलम का। लिख लो, फ्रैक्शनेटिंग कॉलम, फ्रैक्शनेटिंग कॉलम is used to provide larger surface area, to liquid B। कौन सा है, लिक्विड B, which has higher boiling point। ठीक है, लिक्विड B which has higher boiling point। राइट, तो जो लिक्विड्स हैं जिनका बॉइलिंग पॉइंट्स में बहुत कम डिफरेंस है, उन लिक्विड्स को सेपरेट करने के लिए हम फ्रैक्शनल डिस्टिलेशन यूज करते हैं। ठीक है, और फ्रैक्शनल डिस्टिलेशन में वी यूज फ्रैक्शनेटिंग कॉलम। These fractionating column provide hurdles to the liquid and it does not allow the liquid with higher boiling point to escape, right? तो इससे सेपरेट हो जाते हैं दोनों लिक्विड्स। तो जिन लिक्विड्स के लिए जिनका बॉइलिंग पॉइंट हैज वेरी लेस डिफरेंस, दैट नीड fractional distillation, like we separate the fractions of petroleum, we used the process of fractional distillation. Is that clear? Do you have any questions? Raise your hands if you have any questions related to fractional distillation. Would you like to ask anything? Would you like me to repeat anything about fractional distillation? Yes, beta, please ask. Who would like to ask? No? No questions? Okay, then let's move to next topic. So we'll start with petroleum. I request you to please write down the notes. I cannot see everybody writing the notes. So petroleum, the word petroleum comes from two words. What? Petra. And you know what is Petra? So word petroleum comes from word Petra, which means rock, and oleum, which means oil. Right? So when was petroleum formed and where was it formed? Raise your hands who knows anything about petroleum. How did it form in earth? How could we use it? What was the process followed for its purification? Who knows the answer? Raise your hands. Okay, beta. Yes. Come forward and tell me. Section 8. This is Militus. Come forward. One student was raising hand here. Can you hear me? Unmute your mic and give me the answer. What do you know about petroleum and how is it formed? And what are the process of purification of petroleum? Nobody knows it. Come forward who knows it. Yes, please. This section, Russell, please come forward. Unmute your mic and tell me the answer.
The petroleum is the fossil fuel which is of high pressure and the high temperature. And it is purified with the fractional distillation.
Please sit. Okay. Just one student knows out of all the sections. So please write it down if you don't know. Write it. Petroleum was formed from remains of very tiny animals and plants, right? That lived in seas and died millions of years ago. Millions of years ago. Right? This is the way the petroleum was formed. It was formed from remains of plants and animals that were buried under the sand over the millions of years, and this led to the formation of petroleum. And second point was about refining of petroleum. So write down refining of petroleum. So how does petroleum look like? Petroleum is black, smelly liquid. It is black, smelly liquid, and it contains useful substance like petroleum gas, पेट्रोल जो हम यूज करते हैं, डीजल and paraffin wax. Right? So this is what we know about petroleum. It is a black, smelly liquid and it contains petroleum gas, petroleum, diesel, and paraffin wax. Then separation में petroleum is separated into its constituents by what was the process? The process is fractional distillation. Fractional distillation. Right? पेट्रोलियम की जो उसकी फ्रैक्शंस हैं उनको सेपरेट करने के लिए हम यूज करते हैं फ्रैक्शनल डिस्टिलेशन. Another term which you have studied is destructive distillation. Destructive distillation. Who can tell me what is destructive distillation? Raise your hand who knows what is destructive distillation. Nobody knows what is destructive distillation? Please raise your hand. Yes, please. Come forward, unmute your mic and tell me what is destructive distillation. Who knows it? Yes.
The oxygen, in the absence of oxygen is called destructive distillation. In the absence of oxygen, high pressure is called destructive distillation.
Okay, beta. Good. Please sit. Right now, when coal is decomposed, by heating in the absence of air, it produces some useful products, right? It produces some useful products like what it produces? It produces coke, it produces coal gas, and it produces coal tar. Right? So this is destructive distillation of coal. When coal is decomposed by heating in the absence of air, it produces some useful products like coke, coal gas, and coal tar. Okay, so this is coal. You can see it is black, solid in color, and petroleum is grayish black liquid. Then we have this distillation process. We are heating this liquid and we are using distillation flask for this. And this is the thermometer which is used to check the temperature of the two liquids. When this liquid vaporizes, the liquid is condensed using cold water. And after these vapors condense, that is collected in another beaker or another vessel, which is called distillate. So the liquid which is having lesser boiling point will boil first and its vapors will be condensed to and that distillate will be obtained, and the liquid with higher boiling point will condense later. Then simple distillation. See, we are providing heat to the liquid. This is the pure vapor which is being formed, and the temperature is noted with the help of the thermometer. This is the cooling water which is getting in, and this is the water which condenses the vapors, and this is getting out from it. When these vapors condense, we collect the pure water in a beaker. So this is the simple distillation process in which liquid is boiled, vapors are obtained, and they are condensed and collected in a liquid beaker. Then is process to get coal products. This is destructive distillation of coal. We have heated the powder coal in the absence of oxygen or air, and we get coal tar, coal gas. We obtain the gas from here, we get coal tar here, and these are used in various processes like pigments and in the form of the fuel. This is the fractionating column which I told you. ये fractionating column use होता है liquids को hurdles provide करने के लिए, ताकि जिस liquid का boiling point अभी reach नहीं हुआ है वो ना escape कर सके. ये सरफेस एरिया बढ़ाना बोलते हैं कि ज्यादा फैला हुआ सरफेस उसको मिलेगा, तो जिस लिक्विड का बॉइलिंग पॉइंट अभी रीच नहीं हुआ है वो टकरा के नीचे गिरता रहेगा. तो क्योंकि लिक्विड्स के बॉइलिंग पॉइंट में बहुत कम फर्क होता है, तो वो सारे इकट्ठे वेपर्स बनाना शुरू कर देते हैं. लेकिन फ्रैक्शनेटिंग कॉलम क्या करेगा, जिस लिक्विड का बॉइलिंग पॉइंट रीच नहीं हुआ है उसको इधर उधर घुमा के सरफेस एरिया बढ़ा के उसको ठंडा करके नीचे गिरा देगा, सो दैट हमारे पास एक लिक्विड पहले वेपर बना ले और जब हम और हीट करें तो फिर दूसरा लिक्विड उसमें से निकल सके. तो दिस इज फ्रैक्शनेटिंग कॉलम. और फ्रैक्शनल डिस्टिलेशन पेट्रोलियम की अगर आप करते हो तो डिफरेंट फ्रैक्शंस ऑब्टेन होंगी. आप क्रूड ऑयल पुट कर रहे हो इसमें, देखो आपको ब्यूटेन एंड प्रोपेन मिल रहा है जिसका बॉइलिंग पॉइंट लो है बिटवीन 20 डिग्री सेल्सियस टू 150 डिग्री सेल्सियस, राइट. उसके बाद आपके पास पेट्रोल है, उससे हायर बॉइलिंग पॉइंट केरोसिन का है, उससे हायर बॉइलिंग पॉइंट डीजल का है, उससे हायर बॉइलिंग पॉइंट फ्यूल ऑयल का है, राइट. तो ये बॉइलिंग पॉइंट्स के डिफरेंस जो है वो क्योंकि कम है, तो इसके लिए हम फ्रैक्शनल डिस्टिलेशन की प्रोसेस यूज करते हैं. ठीक है, कुछ यूजर्स लिख लो. कोल गैस के, कोल टार के, पेट्रोलियम के. राइट डाउन. Coal gas is used as fuel. Coal gas is used as fuel. And in older times, it was used in street lights. In older times, it was used in street lights. Coal tar. Coal tar is dark black solid. Coal tar is dark black solid or oily liquid with unpleasant smell. With unpleasant smell. And coke is a gray black solid. Gray black solid which is rough in texture. Which is rough in texture. It contains 98% carbon. It contains 98% carbon. Uses of coke. It is used in the process of extraction. It is used in the process of extraction and it is considered a better fuel as it does not produce smoke. As it does not produce smoke. Now take out your assignments. Take out your assignments. The first question is a case study which says formation of coal occurred hundreds of millions of years ago, where there was extensive growth of plants in places like swamps and flooded forests. When plants died, they fell into the water swamps. Under the water, they did not get sufficient oxygen, so the dead plants did not decompose completely and turned into a layer of peat. Right? So ये सारा process है कैसे आपका coal and petroleum form होता है उसी पे आपको question भी है next. As the time passes, more and more sediments are covering the layer of peat during it and deeper compressing it further. The initial disintegration and decomposition of the organic matter was brought about by the action of bacteria and microorganisms forcing out the moisture, reducing the volume of the peat. Right? As it got deep buried, the high temperature and pressure turned it into different forms of coal depending upon their carbon content, water content, and density. Right? This is the whole process of petroleum formation. So can you tell me which organisms form coal? Which organism form coal? These are plants and animals. Right? Name 3 types of coal obtained from this slow conversion process. Who knows the answer? 3 types of coal obtained from this conversion. Yes, please, please come forward and give me the answer. 3 types of coal obtained.
Anthracite, bituminous, and ignite.
Very good, beta. Anthracite, bituminous, and right. Third question is, how can different coal products be obtained from coal? Name the process. Can you name the process? How can different coal products be obtained from coal? Which process we did it? We did it right now. Do you know the process? This will be the last question. Who would like to answer the question? Nobody knows the process? Yes, please. Who knows? Please come forward. The last bench. Russell House. Yes.
Destructive distillation.
Okay.
Destructive distillation.
Very good, beta. The answer was destructive distillation. Thank you for your patience. I hope you've understood what is distillation and fractional distillation, but please pay attention, more attention next time, and please give answers to my question next time. And try completing the assignment. Thank you so much.